Do you guys know what time it is? It's Led Zeppelin time, baby.
Do you know where the name comes from?
No. Do
That's
you?
funny. I can't believe that we have not gotten into that.
We might have, and I just forgot like a dummy. Where does it come from?
You know what a Zeppelin is?
Yeah.
An airship?
Yeah.
So apparently it's like a saying, like you're going over like a Led Zeppelin. Like it's like you're never getting off the ground or you're going straight into the ground.
Okay. I've never heard that saying, but
I think there's some lore behind it. And see, I don't know what the official story is, but I heard like maybe somebody said something about the band, like they were going to go over like a Led Zeppelin. Like basically they had no chance. I could be wrong. Let us know in the comments.
Interessante. They've got all kinds of cool, interesting lore about them. I love their like fascination with like Lord of the Rings and all that. I just think that's so cool because I freaking love Lord of the Rings too. But this song doesn't seem like it has too much mysticism in it. This is Going to California.
Who knows? Do you know this song?
No, that's the song name though, right?
Yes.
Going. Okay, well I asked this song, is it Going to
You're
California?
It doesn't seem like
and
it
you
doesn't
said,
have,
who knows?
I mean, no, like who knows what the song's about? I've never heard it personally, so I don't know. It could be a mystical journey on a magic carpet to California.
Dang, wouldn't that be something? Well, before we start this, guys, I'm Paper Chase.
And it's the one and only Diamond Don Juan. We are back with another reaction just for you.
That's right. And let's go ahead and shut our traps and get into the song.
Spend my days with a woman unkind, smoke my stuff and drank all my wine. Made up my mind, making you start, going to California with an aching in my heart. Someone told me there's a girl out there with love in her eyes, flowers in her hair.
Why'd he just look at me like that?
My chances on a big jet plane, never let him tell you that we're all the same. The sea was red and the sky was gray. I wondered how tomorrow could ever follow today. Mountains and the canyons start to tremble and shake. The children of the sun begin to awake. It seemed that the wrong of the gods got a punch on the nose and it started to flow. I think I might be sinking. Throw me a line if I reach at a time. I see you up there with the passman straight line.
First thoughts?
Oh, it's just beautiful. Like, I wonder if this is like an acoustic version or if there's a different version.
That's a great question. I mean, I don't know. You know,
I love the acoustic guitar on it. I mean, I've said this before, but like I can definitely see like the English, like history or just like the influence. It takes me to like the Shire,
like the old, like the
a
bard. Yeah,
yeah.
like the old bard music. And it kind of
Yes.
has like a remnants too of, I don't know if this inspired other artists, but like definitely like that folk sound that, I don't know, was folk music pretty big back in this era?
Well, this is like 75. I don't know when the song was written.
So folk
but
was before that.
yeah, folk music, I think, had like bluegrass roots. So it's like, I don't know if it's like American, because it's interesting because like when I think of like folk music, I think of your favorite artist,
Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
Bob Dylan. Anyways,
but no, it definitely gives me that remnants though of like some sort of like folk mixed with bluegrass, but
like I think of like a bard. Like you go into an English tavern and there's a guy playing his guitar and singing songs of lore.
Absolutely.
There's those elements of it, but then it takes that and it blends it with, modern rock and, this lyricism to make such an interesting, portrait.
Yeah, I love the song too. I just love the way he's performing it, the way he's giving so much character to those vocals with just those little pauses and the way he brings it back in. And then he gave us that little look like he was just eye banging us, And
it's just cool, like the diversity too, because I think like a lot of the songs that we've listened to they're bigger, like, more like rock forward with these like crazy riffs that, they're famous for. And I mean, I don't know where it's going to go, but I just like, it's just a more like calm, like kind of mellow song that's a little bit different than I think the other Led Zeppelin songs we've listened to.
Absolutely.
She plays guitar and cries and sings. Oh, she sings. Ride a white mare in the footsteps of dawn, trying to find a woman who's never, never, never been born. Standing on a hill in the mountain of dreams, telling myself it's not as hard as it seems.
Dang, that line's a bar. Dude, I absolutely just loved the whole mood of that song.
Yeah.
Like, I agree with what you're saying so much. It feels like, yeah, you're in an old bar listening to, this, or the old whatever places listening to this music, this bar music. And it's like, but it's almost like one of those sequences you hear like when you're in a movie and you're about to go into battle and everything's in like slow motion. It just has this mood to it where it's like not sad. It's kind of motivating a little bit. It just, everything about that song just felt so right.
No drums.
And no drums. Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't heavy at all.
No, I mean, it is very interesting. We've explored a little bit about their history and, their background. It makes me just very curious about like all of their influences and what, you know, kind of, I'm always curious about the creative process when people are making songs like this. And like, how does it come about? Like, what were they thinking when they wrote this? Like, what was the, you know, choice to be like, oh, I think let's just do this as a guitar forward, you know, acoustic song. It's just awesome. Like,
it sounds like a song they were all just like chilling at the house and
it
just like
reminds me of
playing.
like sitting around. Sorry to cut you off, but it reminds me of like being at like a campfire or something, and you just start playing the guitar, and this little riff comes, and then your buddy jumps in and is like, "Oh, let me accompany you," and then you're just like freestyling some lyrics, and all of a sudden the song, like, you know, that's the inspiration. Just like, hey, let's just leave it at that. Like sometimes making something great is not about putting more ingredients. It's like taking things out and knowing when to add like a sprinkle of salt or, you know, some cumin or something, or knowing when to be like, hey, that's enough. Like, we don't need to do any more. Like, this is just perfect. It's not over season this. Let it be just what it is.
You know, and I do feel like the songwriting, it was like it felt like a very real personal story. It felt like, I don't know if I'm completely wrong or if I'm accurate on this, but it seemed like, you know, like going to California, like they're from the UK, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it just sounded like them like going out there, them hearing about all these things out there, like this mountain of dreams, you know, and them, it seems like a story, a personal like recollection of maybe the singer or whoever wrote it, what they went through. Like, I love the part of him talking about the girl that's out there, like with the beautiful flowers in her hair. And like, we all know that, like, you know, there's, at least when I was a kid, there was always this picture of like California girls just being like, you know, so desirable. And you go out to California to live your dreams, and you go out there to become a star, and that's where the magic happens. And it just seems like this is like a real personal recollection of maybe their events or somebody else's
or just
story.
a metaphor, because there's a part of me that feels like it's almost just like having this idea or vision, and in California is just like whatever. It could be whatever, you know, it could be LA, it could be Miami, it could be a job, it could be a relationship where you just have this ideal built up in your mind of the possibilities, and you're like, you know, just daydreaming about like, oh, what would it be like to, you know, live that life or be with that girl or
So I know you
come out of the closet.
I know we both did music, and oh god damn it! I know we both did music growing up, and I know you were, you know, a young rapper. Did you have a place like that in your mind where you were like, if I can just get here, I'll make it?
No, because I was very like, I mean, even though I was very influenced by New York hip hop in specific, I listened to West Coast hip hop as well. But you know, I went to New York and lived with my dad when I was like 15, and that's when I really fell in love with like East Coast hip hop, because like I was there when a lot of the artists were dropping their songs on Hot 97. Like, I remember Biggie dropping an exclusive and being there and feeling that energy and just being like, holy shit, this is amazing. But also I just wanted to do my own thing and, you know, come from Colorado, represent Colorado. So I didn't have like necessarily that feeling of, you know, there's this magical place that I'm going to go to, but I was definitely influenced by that experience. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I did, but it was once I got a little older, once I was like actually doing the music full time and then doing social media content and stuff like that, I was definitely like, California is the place for me. And then I ended up like actually moving out there and having the most like sweet setup you could imagine. And it just, I mean, there was a lot of variables in it because I was going back every week to Colorado because my kid was out here. I mean, just left, me and my baby mama just broke up. It was this whole shit show. So I was kind of miserable, but I just realized like, God, like all these people out here, they're so fake. Like, this is going to make me jaded and make me not like lose who I am, because you kind of have to like fit into this rat race mentality out there where it's just like you lose who you are. And so it was really humbling of like forever being like, if I can just get to California, get out of Colorado, like all my dreams will come true. And then I finally got out there and I'm like, fuck this, dude, you know?
It's interesting because it's like you have this song and it's like California has inspired me. And there's a song, California Dreaming. They're so, I mean, it's like, I guess that's the allure of Hollywood, is being that magnet of like glitz and glamour, and like you've made it and it's held this monumental place in people's mind, even for, you know, Led Zeppelin to be across the pond and, you know, writing a song about it to a degree.
I mean, granted, California does have some of the best weather in the whole world.
This is true. It is beautiful, a beautiful, beautiful place.
Yeah, like you can
I mean,
go
there's
out.
many great things about it. I mean,
there is. LA just sucks.
Yeah.
LA just fucking sucks. But
I haven't spent a lot of time out there, so I never got like a taste of what life was. I did shows out there, as a matter of fact. Rob and I both, did like a show out there. We did a show in Boulder, and there was a girl who booked shows out there and was like, come out, do a show out here. So
that was probably pretty fun.
It was. Like, I'm grateful that I got to have some of those experiences. And it's interesting because, talking about the mountain of dreams and all those things, like there was a time when that was like what I wanted to do with my life. And I was really going for it. And then at a certain point, I was like, yeah, I don't think this is going to work out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then also it's like, there's something to being able to let go of those things and move on, where a lot of people aren't able to do that. They hold on to like, I was the star football player in high school, or you see it with fighters that they get so addicted to the limelight that they don't know when to let go and just say, hey,
I'm retiring. I'm done. Yeah.
Let that be the past.
Yeah. Music's one of those things too. If you're a dreamer and you dream hard, like, like I have friends who will never make it, but they're lifers. Like they'll be doing it for their life, and they understand that. Like they get it, that they're past their prime. They made the wrong decisions, like with some of the way they could have taken their music and steered their music. I just came to the realization with music that like you can get so far and still be so broke and so unsuccessful and still have so much further to go. And I just kind of realized, like, as I got older, I'm like, man, am I doing this for the wrong reason? Like I was doing it for the money, doing it for the fame, and like artistry kind of dropped off, and I didn't care about creating stuff that spoke to people anymore, which I was really into for a while. And I was just more worried about like, man, I need to try to write a viral hit song and blow up on TikTok, and that's all I focused on.
Yeah.
And that's just when it just drains you.
My regret is that I didn't reach my peak or really push myself as hard. I didn't get this. Like, and it might sound so crazy to most people, but I didn't understand that, like, whether it's lyrical or ability or musical ability, it's something that you will just get better at with time. And there was some part of me that just felt like other people just had it, like they were talented. And I didn't understand like how much hard work and effort and just consistently, and part of it is just being very, I think, self-critical of not recognizing my growth and being able to look back realistically and be like, dude, read your raps from 2 years ago and look at where they're at now.
Yeah.
And so it's not even so much of like, oh, I wish I would have like kept on with my dream. It's just like, just stay and like push yourself a little harder to reach more of that level of creativity that you could have. So that was the thing that I look back on and I'm like, man, I wish I would have spent more time or just stayed like writing, making more music. Other than that, though, I'm like, yeah, it's hard. That's what it was. It's like I realized at a certain point, for me, I got into it because of the passion and the love of it. But coming from Colorado, at the time that we started doing shows, there wasn't even a live music venue that would allow hip hop.
Yeah.
When we first started doing shows, they had canceled all the shows because there was a shooting and somebody had gotten killed. So they were like, no hip hop at any venues. That was Denver. That was Colorado Springs. So I had to call around all these places, like get insurance. There was all these elements that were outside of the thing that I want. I just wanted to make music, but I couldn't do that. I had to be like the booking artist. I had to wear all these other hats. And then we started developing this community. And part of it was because like we needed to, like, let me just be completely honest, like, but we were reaching out to other artists and we're like, hey, we're going to throw this show. Would you guys be a part of it? And still, people would be like, fuck those guys. Like there was all this beef that was brewing. And I'm just like, if you don't want to do shows with us, you don't have to do shows with us. Do your own shows. But there was like that jealousy of like, fuck these guys. They're making the money off the show. And it's like, yeah, but we're doing the work. Like,
that's how it always is. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. But all those elements came in and I was like, why am I doing this? Like, I'm not making any money. I'm doing all this extra shit that I never wanted to do. One of the breaking moments is like these kids like ran up on my brother and were like, hey, you're with this crew and blah, blah, blah. And started talking shit to him. These are guys we'd been doing shows with for years. And just like kind of out of the blue, they decided to sweat my brother. And I mean, that put me into a murderous rage. Like, you know, I ended up like getting in a fight with one of them. It ended up being this crazy thing. And I was like, I started making music to get away from this. And now this is becoming this thing where my life was already going in this direction of negativity. I was like, this isn't fun anymore.
Yeah, I'm sure. Honestly, you guys got to tune into more because we have so many stories like this, and it's so fun to get into and shed a little light. Because I didn't know that. Like, I love hearing stories about what he was doing back in the day, and but that was a great song.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this, make sure you guys drop a like and hit that subscribe button.
That's right, and we will see you on the next one. Peace.